Set 75309 Republic Gunship is a LEGO Star Wars Ultimate Collector set. It comes with 3,292 pieces, 2 minifigures. It is for the ages of 18 and up and was released August 1st, 2021. It retails in Canada for $479.99 Canadian, in the US for $349.99 USD, in the UK for $329.99 pounds, and the rest of Europe for 349.95 euros. That one specifically in Finland, and up to 349.99 euros for the rest of the area. Oh, this is a big box. Okay. So, front of the box is a nice large picture of the set on it. The top right has Ultimate Collector Series on there, and the top left, which is the greatest part, the Republic Gunship Star Wars words there, and then above that is not the Republic logo, but the Empire, the Galactic Empire logo. So they made a typo on the box, which is also apparently on the instructions. This typo will be present on the first production run, which will be shipping till about December, when the second production run should have that fixed. So if you want this typo on the box, which will of course mark up price, but if you want it just, for just for the laughs that you can get from it, then get it before December, because by then it'll be gone and you'll be having to pay up to, double the price, or even, maybe just over $1,000 for it, because you know how the aftermarket is. It's not a nice place. The bottom left has all of the relevant information, Lego logo, and bottom right has Star Wars and Disney on there. The back of the set has a nice side view of the entire thing, so you can see the hanger along with the 2 minifigures and the UCS plaque that's always usually there. To the left and slightly down from that is the dimensions. So from the bottom of the stand to the top of the engines is 33 centimeters or 13 inches, and from the tip of the gun turret on the front to the tip of the gun turret on the back is 68 centimeters to 27 inches. So that's a big set, and it's going to be awesome to display. Below that is a picture from the Attack of the Clones movie, which shows the front of a ship shooting lasers out. You have another picture to the right that shows 2 Jedi there. One of them, which I believe is the iconic figure that we never got in this, Jedi Bob, or at least who the character is supposed to be. Jedi Bob is mainly a minifigure, but I think that some people like to believe that he's in the actual movie, so I think that the picture of a Jedi with a blue lightsaber is supposed to be him. Don't quote me on that, but I think that's how it goes. To the right of that, we have a picture of the rocket turrets and engines right there, and then to the right of that, we have a exact same picture, but for the actual set. Above that picture is a top-down view, and to the left of that is a view from the back, so you can see the what is supposed to be the speeder bay door lowered. One side of the set has the set name in another language, along with the Ultimate Collector's series in another language there. Below that is where the components were made and where they were distributed, along with the warning that due to small parts, if a child 0 to 3 accidentally consumes them, there's a potential choking hazard. They are required to have that. However, the fact that it is an 18+ set, and no one that I saw in the LEGO store that was buying one was even close to that age, it's not, they're required to do it, but it's most certainly not needed on a set like this. The other side shows a front view of the gunship, which is very imposing. It's actually the picture that we got in the little teaser of the silhouette of the gunship that we saw in that one picture. So that's that, with Ultimate Collector Series below. This is really hard to navigate. The top of the set has the set name in another language, along with the actual size indicator being the minifigure Mace Windu. This set also comes with a minifigure Yellow Clone Trooper. not really mentioned on the box because they're trying to ensure that those are not the main selling points. And the bottom of the set, at least on mine, which is interesting, is that basically it has nothing except for bottom right, which has the usual UPC recycling information, but then it has a sticker with the basic information of the set, including pricing here. So whether they had to do that because these were not specifically meant for Canada, I don't know, but that is right there. So that is very interesting. And the set is a taped box with 3 pieces of tape on it. And here's a lot of stuff. There are a total of 31 bags spread out between bags 1 to 17, off camera because I don't have room, and 2 extra bags with canopies and the main plaque piece in them. And there are also 2 long Technic rods that come in the set. There are bags or sections 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9, 12, 16, and 17 have 2 bags each, and 13 and 14 have 3 bags each. This is a lot. Instructions, big thick book coming in a plastic thing, which is great, along with stickers. There are a total of 32 stickers on the sheets. One of them has just the plaque, and the other has the rest of the stickers for the set. And the instructions are a big boy. They have Ultimate Collector Series on the front with Republic Gunship, again, the name of the set in 2 different pieces, and a little QR code to scan for the digital instructions. The front has a picture of the same picture that's on the back of the set of the movie shot with the gunship being the gunship flying a shoe lasers. And something I just realized is that it looks extremely grungy, like it's been fighting for like in battles for over a year now, even though those gunships are practically brand new and never used. So I just noticed that. That's really weird. And so the next page over shows that this was a set, UCS set to collect, picked by, or voted on by the fans. So 53,000 people voted, and about 30,000 actually voted specifically for this set. Next page has a Meet the Model Designer, and the page over shows the actual model designers there with the set. Next page shows some of the information about the set, or at least when the set is seen in the Attack of the Clones movie, in English and both of the languages for both of those pages. Oh, now that is cool. Okay, the next 2 pages in English and 2 other languages describes the actual, like, how the set, basically about the Republic attack gunship, and it does it in a here are the inside center. So there was actually a series of books, and I think you can still get them, where they actually showed, like, almost like, you know, cut the Death Star in half, and here are all the components, and here, you know, they're all labeled out, and this is what they do. Basically, like, blueprints for this stuff. And it was really cool, and they're using the pictures from the actual book, because I have it. They're using pictures from that to do this. Here, wait a minute, I'll be back. So, it is called Star Wars Incredible Cross Sections, and they have all of these ships. So this is the prequel one, and they have all these ships. So, like, here's the Republic assault ship, and it tells you everything about it. Like, brim notch improves clearance of cannons and shield structure, and it's pointing to a section on ship. Like, it has all this stuff. But on this page right here, it shows... No, don't close this. So, look at what's on here, and then look below at the 2 pages on the screen. Does it look familiar? So they used the actual cross-sections from this book exactly. Like, the pictures are exact, and all the cutouts are the exact same. So they use the cross-sections from this book as a picture on, you know, showing you what the actual gunship looks like, which is cool. I mean, that's just fantastic. Go sit right there. That is, oh my god, that's so brilliant. I love this even more now. speaks to my childhood. Next few pages speak of the design details. And how much basically of a challenge it was, because most of the way when you're creating a structurally sound Lego set, you want the weight to be on a solid foundation. With this one, most of the weight is on the back section with a big gaping hole in them, right at the back where most of the weight is. So it was a challenge for them to do on this set. And you get a set of the origin of the clone trooper, so details where those came from. Brick separator, which no one cares about. Okay. Bags 1, 2, 3, 4 will deal with the base of the set along with part of the hanger structure in the front section. Bags 5, 7, 6, and 8 deal with the finishing off the entire front section so that is done there. Bags 9, 10, 11, 12 deal with the finishing the bottom of the back section along with part of the wings area there. 13, 14, 15, 16 will deal with the wings. And 17 deals with the minifigures and the plaque, along with the stand for it. The back, there's a feedback to win page. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pages of parts, and that is it on the back of it. Oh my God, this is a thick boy. For packaging, I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5. The reason for it is that this is a UCS set, and now I am basing this on the only other one that I have, which is the Millennium Falcon. But the packaging inside that was incredible. You take it out, and there's 3 to 4 boxes inside of that, and they all have pictures of the Falcon, sort of blueprint pictures that you line them up properly. There's the Falcon there. The instructions are very nicely right on the top in a coil-bound booklet. It's very nice and what you would expect for a UCS set. And this is, I guess, for the really expensive ones, that's what they do. And I guess this one didn't make the cut, but it's slightly disappointing to see the instructions. While it's nice to see them in one booklet, therefore proving that Lego can indeed do this and that it really has no need for some of the bigger sets like... I don't have an example. Oh, yes. No, okay. I don't have an example off the top of my head, but there are some sets here where they have multiple booklets and they're thin, and it's like, why couldn't Lego just put them in one? Well, this is proof that they can do it without binding without putting it in a little binder type thing. So that is yeah. So it's 4 out of 5 because while the packaging is, it looks great for UCS set, it's not incredible like other sets, and there's nothing that detracts from it. So 4 out of 5. And now I get to build this monstrosity and figure out where to put the bags. Okay, so here's the set. This thing is freaking amazing, but I can't talk about that right now. I have to talk about other things. So the extra pieces are actually quite a small amount. The only interesting one that I found was the silver lightsaber hilt, but that's all you get for that. And for the actual brick separator, you get a orange one. It's not even a teal one, which I really don't know how they decide what set gets, what color, but it's just a teal one. For minifigures, we have a clone trooper here. He has a armor printed white leggings. He has a armor printed torso with sort of a yellow. I'd say, actually, is that just yellow? A slightly darker than normal yellow type of yellow arms. He's holding a rifle blaster. He has the classic clone helmet, which I have quite a few of them. It's very, I got quite a few of them, so it was actually nice to see one of these in the set again. And the clone head that they've been using in more recent sets. Underneath that helmet. Mace Windu, who I have never had before, has the classic purple lightsaber, of course. He has a printed robes for legs, a printed robed torso with bits of dust in them because they are fighting in Geonosis, and a angry face, and that's it for him. Exclusive parts, quite a list here. Exclusive parts is the clone's legs, torso, and helmet are a unique print to those pieces. The helmet design has been done before, and though what I'm looking at says it's a completely brand new piece, no, this design has been done before. They've been, for some reason, the site I've been using has been showing, it's showing legs as a completely brand new piece. I guess it's denoting the prints that each print as a completely unique piece instead of it being here's the leg with a certain print, but those are completely unique to the set. Mace Windu's legs, torso, and head are completely unique prints to the set. All the cockpit pieces, the sort of oval oblong ones up here, two different unique prints that never been in that print before, along with the little laser turrets here and the ones on the wings. They have two different unique prints, so those are exclusive to the set. You have a right shell piece that's on the wing here, has never been in this color of dark red before. There is a 1x2 brick with a sort of bow in it, which is the dark red color. It's never been in that one before. There is the right 27 degree angle plate, which couple of them under the wing here, but they've never been in that color before, along with the 4x4 round red cylinders here. They've never been in that color. Oh, I forgot to put on a sticker. One sec. There, fixed that. So as I was saying, the 2x4 cylinder piece on the engines here are completely unique for the color. There is a 3x2 by 1 wide curved piece that is a unique bright yellowish green, never been that color before. And there is a brick with, it's about a brick tall with, I guess you could say 2x4 plates going these these directions, all one piece, and it is a brick yellow color that it has never been before. So those are all of the unique pieces. Now I can get on with the thing I really like. The build. This thing is monstrous, truly. Although I do gotta say, it is a very nice, sturdy build for what they had to do, and for the trouble they had trying to get something with, pretty much no support on the back end here, because of the people bay, for lack of a better word, because of the giant chunk taken out of a ship right there. That was... But other than that, yeah, for that, it's really sturdy. One thing to note, when it's not on the stand and when it's here, is that it will actually lift the top of it up slightly. It is very, it's very back heavy. So even like a little bit of a push here will tip it on its back. It is very back heavy, so watch out for that. But other than that, I really have no complaints about the way this is built. One of the really only complaints that I have here has to do with minifigures. Now, I know that this has been a topic in the LEGO community since this set was announced, that, you know, they wanted some more interesting minifigures than Mace Windu and a yellow clone trooper. And actually, the designer, there was an interview with one of the designers who said that they wanted to include it because when people think of Clone Wars, they think of yellow clones, which, no, we don't, and that's, in a way, insulting to the people who actually, to people who have watched that, and it's like, that's not what I see. I don't think of yellow clones, the moment I think of the movie, so that's not really a good representation of the movie. And Mace Windu was, he was on a dropship like once, or via Gunship once. The characters that I think should have been, and a lot of people say we should have Jedi Bob, which I agree, it would have been absolutely fantastic, but the main characters that I think should have been included, that would not have been exclusive to the set, don't make them exclusive, take characters, prints and all that have already been made, would be the Obi-Wan Kenobi, Padme Amidala, and Anakin Skywalker, and then maybe, the Yellow Clone Trooper, because why not, and maybe like 2 normal ones. Have those. That is not... They are not rare they are not rare pieces to find at all by any means. And then you would have minifigures who were actually, I guess you could say, with the majority of the scenes of that this ship was in. So that's for that of minifigures. One of the cool things, however, that I can do, this right here, in case you can see on the screen compared to the white of this is a very old one. This was from when the original Clone Wars cartoon came out. So this had Asajj Ventress and several other characters, and this is a very good representation of a minifig scale set right here, and it was a lot of fun to build as a kid, and there's actually some interesting things, like the actual gun pieces here are the exact same that are used in here to do it, because why use something that already works? Same as on the end, I'm missing mine because this was before I actually treated Lego sets that I wanted to keep with, whole with some dignity. But this, really what this does is, this shows you the scale of this. So if I stick this... Like, even just looking at it there, this thing dwarfs it. This thing is absolutely monstrous compared to the original style of ships here. I am so glad I did not take that one apart. But yeah, so main features for this is that you have the cockpits, which the clone troopers and I guess Mace can go into. They can go into the main bay here. You have the little gunner ports over here, and the little sections on the wings too. The guns here, there is the doors, hangar doors open. On the inside, there's like little aesthetics, like little rails that the people would hang on to so they don't get jostled around too much or heaven forbid fall off. The back has a speeder door, so speeders could drop out of there when they needed to. It was a really cool addition to it. There's the gun turret on... Oh, God. About as delicate as the original. Awesome. There's the gun turret on the back there. On the middle, and this is going to be somewhat difficult to show. Don't want to break it. And right there is the missile launchers, which will rotate in opposite to each other, but that's really just a really cool feature right there. This entire thing is absolutely fantastic in that you can grip it by this upper section here and even like here, and you can just carry it around. So like I can one-hand this. There is a bit of weight to it, but it's very sturdy, and in, you know, the way that it was built, they said the designer said that it wasn't easy to do, but they built a really sturdy set here. For build, I'm going to give this set a 5 out of 5. This is absolutely fantastic to build, and I mean to even have it here. There was, as far as I'm concerned, there were no real challenging parts. To someone who is probably 13 or older, this will not be a challenge. They built this in such a way that it is relatively, again, depending on the age, easy to build, and that was very nice. Because, when stuff is complicated to build, it's not as fun, even for someone like myself. And it's great to see it somewhat easy to build. There were, and yeah, it was a lot of fun. I mean, a lot of the stuff, just like even like missiles on the inside of a door and underside of a wing, like the attention to detail in the set is also absolutely fantastic. And other than the minifigures, I have no complaint about that. So build is a 5. The play, I'm giving play a 1. This is, look, this set is meant for adults. This is meant to be a display set and nothing more than that. It can be played with, but you know, realistically, it shouldn't. So play gets a 1. It just shouldn't be played with. There is no real components to be able to play with in this set. You can try, you know, you can, but it just very well shouldn't be. It's heavy, it's large, it's, you know, cumbersome. It's just not meant for play. Display's getting a 5, and if I could give it more, I would certainly give it more. This is an absolutely fantastic display piece. The display stand is probably one of the more sturdy ones. It's certainly more sturdy than the Batwing stand that we had. That thing was not sturdy at all, and not a great stand to actually have. But this thing is very sturdy, even when it gets off the stand, even with the slight back, back weight issue. This is a very sturdy set. It's not going anywhere, even though most of the weight is, even though it flexes a little bit on the stacked plate base of it. This is just, it's a fantastic display. You will need a large space to display it. I had to clear off my my dresser, which had all the Harry Potter castle sets on it in a nice display, never sort of crammed on a shelf, so that I didn't have to take them apart as I do when I start to run out of space. Lego sets start to come apart to make more room. Yeah, so you will need something like a table or a dresser or a nice large space. Remember, this is, the dimensions were 27 by 13 inches or 33 by 68 centimeters, which is no mean feat there. That is, that would be about, yeah, okay, good analogy. You know those, because everyone look at this, the rulers that you would get for school, that are the 30 centimeter rulers, it would be just a little more than double one of those. So you do want the space to be able to display it. The value, now, I'm going to give the value of the set a 5, and I'm going to do that based on the fact that it is a UCS set that is not stupidly expensive. Okay, the Millennium Falcon in Canada, I'm going with Canadian pricing for this. The Millennium Falcon in Canada is about, it's $900, so $945, with tax. So $945 and, whatever cents of tax for 7,000 pieces. It's expensive, but as, the big ticket Star Wars set that it was, and still is, though that may change. It has been 4 years, so they might actually retire it sometime this year or next year, 2001, 2022. 2021, 2022, not 2001. That's way, way gone. The 7,000 something pieces for the $900 plus tax Canadian was an okay price on a licensed set, but Lego knew that they could put a little, ask for a little extra for it. They knew they could do it because people would buy it. The next set, the Star Destroyer, was one that I thought looked incredible and that I would never buy. Because in Canada, for 4,000 pieces, at $800 in Canada, that's a stupid amount of money to be putting on a set that, while awesome, is basically just a display. It's, you know, when you think of price to piece, you want it to be about 10 cents a piece. Is generally where you want to go at if you want to break, you know, a good middle ground there. Doubling that is just, it's a no-go for me. When I see things that get up that far for how much you're paying for it, I can't justify buying it at all. And this set, while in Canada being almost $500, and 3,000, you know, 3,300, and what was it, 3,323 pieces around? 3,292. When you look at that, then it's an easier sell. It's more in line with what the Falcon was, you know, worth. If you were to scale it up, I feel like it is a little more than what the Falcon was worth, but it's still within a somewhat justifiable price range for the license, and that it's big, you know, UCS, and that LEGO knows that it can put, you know, ask for a little more money for it. So I feel like the price is somewhat justified, unlike the Star Destroyer, and the fact that it is an incredible display set that you know, we have been waiting for. This is the set that US, you know, UCS collectors have been wanting. I've wanted this. You know, I've seen, you know, how cool would it be if this thing was a lot larger. And then when I heard the rumor 6 months ago, I was happy. So that's why value is a 5. The value is fantastic. It's a Star Wars. It's always going to be overpriced compared to the piece count, and, well, just overpriced in general. But they nailed. I feel like for what they could do, the pricing was very good for it. This set is going to be for mainly UCS people in Star Wars who want to have this, and those who have been waiting for this type of Star Wars set for quite a while. This is not for children. This is not for someone who would rather have, let's just say, if you want more, this is not a set to get if you want one big set, then yes, this is a good one to get. If you're a collector and you want the big set, then this is a good one to get. But I would normally recommend that if you do not absolutely need this one, and by need I mean want, then do look for other sets. But yeah, this is mainly for the collectors and people who've been waiting for something like this for a very long time. And with that, I will see you all next time.